Previously on Adage Island.
Will Carmen and Don Jose recouple, or has Carmen left him for good? Will Namarino grow a pair and stop Belcore from getting to Adina? Will Ferrando and Guglielmo make it out the villa alive? Find out next time on Adage Island.
Hey Adagers, welcome back to Adage Island, a place where the sun shines bright, the drama is top tier, and the islanders don't just talk about their problems, they sing about them too. Get ready, cause the plot is hot.
Hey, you got crazy.
2 months later, and Carmen is still on the run. She's hanging out with her friends Frasquita and Mercedes at her other friend's chateau on the coast that she was talking about in that song that she was seducing Don Jose with. Play the clip. So yeah, she's there, and now she learns that Don Jose has been released from prison. Uh-oh, but what's that? A hot new bombshell has entered the villa! His name is Escamillo, and he is a famous bullfighter. I must say, for a bombshell, he enters with one of the most amazing arias, in my opinion. He has his eyes set on Carmen.
Ce n'est pas tendre, je me contenterai d'espérer et d'attendre.
Il est permis d'attendre, il est doux d'espérer.
But Carmen's not really returning that. The crowd leaves, Escamillo leaves, and now it's just Carmen and her friends, and now they're thinking about their next big scheme. Her friends are trying to convince her to partake in this scam with them, but Carmen's like, no, I want to wait for Don Jose. Is she having a change of heart? Is our girl Carmen finally developing feelings? Her friends leave, and guess who shows up? Don Jose. Carmen is over the moon. She's like, yes, he's back. And so she dances for him. Okay, it was a little something more like this. But in the far off distance, Don Jose can hear an army call or siren or whatever, and it's a signal that he has to return back to duty. And Carmen's like, really? You're gonna wimp out on me again? I knew you would do this, but that's okay, I can get me a real man. But Jose is like, wait, I am the real man that you need. Remember the flower from, 2 months ago? Play the clip. Yeah, he still has it, and he shows it to her. But Carmen still doesn't believe that Don Jose is devoted enough. So she's like, look, that flower, that's cute. But if you really want to get with me and prove that you're going to be loyal, then join me in my life of crime. Mind you, Don Jose just got out of prison for helping Carmen escape prison. So Jose obviously says no and gets ready to leave. But guess what? A fight breaks out in the villa. Don Jose gets in a little scuffle with some other guy at the villa, and the guy that he fights is a police officer or like higher ranked than Don Jose. So him fighting him, that's basically not good. Like he could go back to prison. So he technically has no choice. He's already in trouble for fighting this officer. So if he goes back to his hometown, he's gonna go back to jail anyway. So why not just join Carmen in this life of crime? And that's what he does. Let's pause for a second. Where did we leave off with Fiordiligi and Dorabella again?
Oh,
Oh, right. So what happens next? What a relief. Whew! I was really scared there. So the new bombshells take the hint and finally leave the girls alone. Now what you don't know is that Despina, the maid, is in on this too. And she's determined to make some money off of infidelity one way or another. She tells Don Alfonso, let me take this whole thing over since you guys aren't doing it right. So here's the new plan. In a dramatic twist, the new bombshells burst into Fiordalici and Dorabella's rooms and threaten to poison themselves if the girls don't give them a chance. And this is where I have to disagree with the bombshells. It was all fun and games earlier, but now we're bringing poison into it? You're manipulating these girls into taking you seriously? Right. Okay, yeah. That's not cool, in my opinion. But, I didn't write the story. So the girls are still, Dorabella and Fiordalici are still saying, look, we're not doing this. We are in relationships, okay? So the bombshells drink the poison. Oh, or should I say, the poison. Wink, wink. It's like Pepsi or something. I don't know. It's not real. And this freaks the girls out because these guys are dying. They look like they're dying. They're really putting on a show. So they call a doctor. The doctor arrives and... Wait a minute. Why does the doctor look like Despina? Is that you? Okay, Dr. Despina. She uses magnetic therapy on the two bombshells to bring them back to life. And this kind of works. The bombshells hallucinate, or I should say, pretend to hallucinate. And in their state of hallucination, they demand a kiss from the girls. But the girls are standing 10 toes down. They still deny. So far, it's loyalty 2 and cheating 0. I like those odds. While two bombshells are drinking poison for love, Namarino might be drinking a love potion for love. Because that makes more sense. A new guy enters the villa. His name is Dulcamara. He is not a bombshell. He's just here to move the plot along. Dulcamara, he's a doctor, and he sells a magic love potion. Let me rephrase that. He sells a magic love potion. He's a scammer. The potion doesn't work, but nobody needs to know. So he comes to town and he's like, hey, I have this potion. It can cure anything. If you're old and you want to be young, drink the potion. If you're alone and you want to be with somebody, drink the potion. Everybody in town's like, I need one of those. I'll get one. Yes, I'll get one for me, my family, my friends, my grandma, my son, my dog. Everybody's getting the potion. So Dulcamara is selling his potion left and right. He's almost out. But Namarino sees this whole crowd and he's like, what's going on? And so he finds out about the love potion and he's like, need that.
I need that.
Whoa.
I want that.
Yeah.
I have that. I gotta have that.
Because if you don't remember from last episode, Namarino is trying to get with Adina. Adina's not feeling Namarino. And also, Belcore is trying to get with Adina too. So Namarino has some competition. So Namarino buys a whole bunch of the potion and he just drinks it one after one after one after one after one after another. And because of the contents of this potion, he gets drunk. Anyway, Adina comes in and sees Namarino making a fool of himself, and he's like, are you okay? And all Namarino can say is, so Adina's like flirting with the idea of marrying Belcore, and Namarino is so drunk that he's not like even paying attention to that. And this pisses Adina off because she loves playing with Namarino's emotions, okay? She's only entertaining the idea of being with Belcore or marrying Belcore just to, make Namarino a little upset. Why would she do that if she doesn't have feelings for him? I don't know. It kind of sounds like she does. But she's not saying that. I am. Namarino's just doing la 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 la, and Adina's like, hello, I'm trying to get you to be jealous of me. It's not working, so she ups the stakes. Belcore, Adina was like, okay, I'll marry Belcore in 6 days, okay? You have 6 days, Namarino, to figure out whatever it is. You have 6 days to show me how jealous you are. And so, but the thing is, Belcore is going off to war because he's also a soldier. And he's going off to war for real. Like, it's not fake like Guglielmo and Ferrando. He's actually going off to war. And he's going the next day. So, they have to get married either today or tomorrow. And that sort of like wakes Namarino up. Like, he gets sobered up real quick. He's like, okay, Adina, wait. Let's not be hasty. Let's think about these things, actually. And so he sings the most gorgeous, beautiful song, pleading to Adina to just wait one day. Do not marry him today. Just wait. Just wait. So, Adina says, okay, we'll see. Going back to Carmen and Don Jose, now they're on the run together, living a life of crime. It's been a few more months, and Carmen has gotten bored of Don Jose. The group takes a pit stop, a rest stop, or whatever, and Carmen's friends, Frasquita and Mercedes, are telling fortunes. They tell Carmen's fortune, and it says that it looks like Carmen and Don Jose are going to die. I thought these things were supposed to be just for fun. The group of smugglers, they get back to their positions, their jobs, or whatever. They're ready for their next scheme. So everybody gets into position. The guys transport the goods, the girls distract the people of the village, and Don Jose is the lookout. Now, of all people, guess who shows up? Michaela! I forgot about her. Michaela is Don Jose's fiance that he has completely abandoned, but she shows up to this place looking for Don Jose because what has happened to you? She pleads with Don Jose to come back home. Like, this isn't you. You're doing crime. You've left the army. What's going on? All of a sudden, Don Jose shoots his gun, and that scares Michaela, so she hides. But he shoots the gun because there's an intruder. But guess what? It's just Escamillo. And Jose is like, OMG, it's Escamillo, the most famous bullfighter in Spain. And Escamillo's like, yeah, I am the most famous bullfighter in Spain. And also, I've fallen in love with an amazing girl. Her name's Carmen.
Hotshot Hollywood, huh, Jose? What?
So, you know what has to happen next.
Come on, let's go outside. Go outside for what? We're gonna fight.
A fight breaks out in the villa! I know, it's Adage Island, not WWE. I think this is the last fight, guys. Don't worry. The fight gets broken up, and Escamillo invites everybody to his next bullfighting match, and that's that. Michaela comes out of hiding, and Carmen mocks Don Jose for still having Michaela following him around, which is crazy, because she was just saying how she was bored of Don Jose, but now that Michaela shows back, she's like, Don Jose, please, you're still messing with that girl? You don't even like him! Carmen. Michaela finally tells Don Jose what he really needs to hear. His mother is dying. And that changes things. So Don Jose leaves, but he promises to Carmen that he's going to come back. Anyway, Escamillo's like, yeah, right. DJ, play my track. Going back to Dorabella and Fiordaligi, Despina's trying to convince the girls, like, come on now, give the new bombshells a chance. They almost died for you guys. The girls give it some thought, and they decide to lightly entertain the two new bombshells. So Don Alfonso and Despina arrange for them all to meet, and I must say it is one of the most awkward things I have ever seen. And that says a lot coming from me.
Oh, che bella giornata!
Caldetta! Anziché no.
Che vezzosi arboscelli!
Certo, certo, son belli, han più foglie che frutti.
So the couple split up. Fiordiligi and Ferrando go for a walk, which leaves Guglielmo alone with Dorabella. So he puts on his charms, he does the most, trying to seduce her, and she folds immediately. That quickly? Dorabella, come on now. Did you even try? What about Ferrando? She gives Guglielmo a token to show her new love for him, but guess who gave her that token? Ferrando, her fiance. Ferrando was having a harder time trying to woo Fiordiligi, and he just decides to give up. He meets up with Guglielmo, and when he finds out what Dorabella has done, he's livid.
Ma mi vendicherò, saprò dal seno cancellar quell'iniqua.
So, some time has passed. Nemorino has had some time for the potion to sink in, but it doesn't seem like it's worked because Adina still plans on marrying Belcore. So he's like, wow, I need to get a stronger potion. And he goes back to Dulcamara saying, hey, give me your strongest, like whatever you got, I'll take it. But it turns out what Dulcamara has is a little out of his price range. He just can't afford it. And so there he is trying to figure out what is he going to do? How is he going to get this money to buy the potion? Well, he runs into Belcore and he finds out that if he joins the army right now, he'll get a signing bonus and be able to pay for the potion. And he's like, this is the only way. I have to join the army. The amount of army recruits that are happening in Adage Island is actually kind of insane, but I digress. Belcore joins the army, he signs a contract and everything is official, he gets the money and buys the potion. Okay, but here's the problem. He has to go off to war now. If he's away at war, then how is Adina gonna be with him? I don't think he thought that part through, but I guess that's for next episode. So, will Ferrando confront Dorabella about her cheating? Will Don Jose return to Carmen or stay with Michaela? Will Adina actually marry Belcore? No, really, I honestly want to know. Find out next time on Adage Island. DJ, play my track. Toreador.